Alright, today we're going to try to fix the third tail light here in the back. When the car is on, I have about 2 or 3 lights here and here that are out. So it has a little bit of red, a brake, and then red. It just looks kind of cheap. And anyways, I'm going to try to replace this. I've watched all the videos on YouTube, and we'll see how easy it is for me to do as well. All you're going to need for this is a 7mm nut driver. So for me, I use a straight one, and that's about it. As a side note, this isn't 100% necessary, but if you have trim removers, such as like this little plastic pack here, you're going to want one of these forked ones just so we can pop some tabs off. However, if you have a fork or like a flathead screwdriver, that should work as well. All right, so the first step of what we want to do here is we want to put our seats down all the way, and then we're going to want to remove these sections here, which if you just apply a bit of pressure, these should pop right out. So let's see how difficult this is, and once we get this down, it's a matter of just taking the shelf off the back here and getting rid of the old burned out LEDs. Let's give it a shot. All right, so we've got the seats down. Now it's just a matter of getting these out, these little side bits. Make sure you have your seat belt on the other side, and then from all intents and purposes, I'm pretty sure you just grab this and give it a solid little pull. Yeah, this is step one. Just get these little parts out. Now we want to use our orange clip remover here and pop these 3 boys out. Now time to lift up the shelf, and then I have to get behind here on these airbags here to use the 7mm nut bolt to get that off. All right. So it took a little bit of finessing, but I got this off, which was the panel right here. So there you can go. That's one less side. Now I just need to already got the screw out of this one. Now I just need to pop this off, and then we'll disconnect the third light brake connector. This will slide right out and will get us access. Whew. By the way, when you take these out, feel free to grab all up and around the crevices here and give it a little pull, and it should come right out. Don't feel like you're bending anything. You don't want to do that. Just pull straight out. It should come out without too much effort. All right, so that one considerably required more strength. You're going to want to make sure you put your hands kind of up here, because this is where the main tab that gave me problems is. This is where the screw is. And so if you look at the actual layout of this, when it goes on, you're looking at mainly up here, this clip. This is what holds in the screw. And then you got this one down here. But all those should pop right out without too much issue. Okay, actually now that I'm looking at it, some of these actually stayed in while this one came out, because I don't have any of those on this side. Anyways, I'm sure I'll pop back in just fine. So now it's just a matter of lifting this shelf, and first and foremost, actually, we need to disconnect the third brake light connector, and then this lifts right out. Let's see if we can. Okay, whoa, what happened? Just kidding. So I started taking this off because I was trying to get a better angle at this. This is the third brake light. It goes into this section here, but it has this clip on the underbelly. This part slides in and gets stuck. So I had to use one of my trim removers to kind of wedge up in there with one hand while grabbing it with the other. It's a pain to get out, no lie. But anyways, here's this. As you can see, the third brake light's already coming apart. Some shop had done this car back in 2018. They did a really poor job, and they replaced it with another OEM bar, and that's what screwed this up. We're about to take this inside and put the H.Blom bar in there and see how it works. All right, so just get this off, and as you can see, there's going to be some coating. Mine is absolutely trash from the Florida sun, but all right, let's get this fully inside. Once you've taken out the third brake light assembly, I've already taken it apart here, but it's easier to show you how to take it apart after it's been taken apart than to do it while taking it apart. So there's 2 parts to the actual plastic. You have the plastic glass light cover, and then you have your LED, which you can tell by the look. This is an official Saab LED compared to the H.Blom Improvement, which is much cleaner and newer. So the main issue I ran into here was finding the proper tool. If you have one of these eyeglass kits, you're going to need the flathead screwdrivers, the really tiny ones. I use 2. The glass is held in via these clips at the top. There's 3 of them, and those 3 entrance points are going to be right here in the middle, and the last one over here on the side. You're going to wedge your screwdriver in there. You'll see just a very small black clip in here. Get it in between this part, apply a little leverage, and then I used the second one to push down and it popped right out. As far as the light goes, these clips here are what holds it in. Be very careful, mine are super brittle. I didn't break any, but if you apply too much pressure, you totally would. So once that's out, then it's just a matter of sticking this in, getting this reapplied, and then stripping this and making it ready for connecting to the former connector that this was in. I'd recommend doing a full clean of this because mine has a lot of stuff on it, and I was seeing all those little giblets in my rear window, and it's been bothering me since I bought the car. So clean it, stick it back in, and we'll take a look at the finished product. So when you stick the LED bar in here, it will fit in perfectly. You want to fold the black power wire into that slot and the red power wire into that slot, and it'll spit right out the back. It takes a little finagling, but once you get in here, it'll fit. Just push down those clips to make sure they're fastened, but I used the butt of my screwdriver to gently press it in, and it should go in right in place. It's not coming out, it's in there. Just want to make sure it's straight and it's even, and that's a very easy look. This looks good to go. Now I need to put the plastic in and take a look. All right, so unbeknownst to me, if you just slide the glass pack in, give it a gentle push, it'll click back in place, and ta-da, there we go. That is the new retrofitted LED. Now it's just a matter of hooking it in, putting everything back. Yeah, so for me, it was these few on the end here that stopped working. If this is what you have, this is the OEM bar. You don't want to replace your old one with the same one. Definitely get the H.Blom or H.Blom, however you pronounce it. Get that kit for 115 bucks, and you'll take care of this issue for the life of the car. So, all right, let's go take this back outside and see how it works. Okay, so I just plugged the one that comes with this. It's actually long enough, I think, to replace the old one, so no splicing is even going to be necessary. So I just plugged it in. We'll turn it on here, and we'll see if it works. Oh, well, that's not what we want. We want it to stay up here. Okay, so let's just hit that. Let's hit the brake. Oh, heck yes. That's epic. Looks so good. The red is even a nicer color. And